Hi, Dave Roscoe here. It is Monday, April 14th, 2025. This channel is very close to 8,000 subscribers. I think that is amazing, considering that I've only been doing this for 6 weeks. Thank you all for tuning in and showing your appreciation for what I'm doing with your comments and your likes. Yeah, there are some people who aren't fans of what I'm doing, but that's okay. You can't please everybody. I'm happy to report that migrations have resumed today after a nearly 3-day pause. At the time that I checked, there were 2.17 million migrations with 2 million PiCoin unlocked, but that number was going up rapidly, so it will have changed by now. But I wanted to give you the good news that migrations are happening again. Some other good news, Zypto Cold Storage Solutions has now accepted the PiCoin on its cold storage vault card. Now, it only supports less than 10 tokens, which I think was kind of odd, but I have reached out to the company to see if I can get an explanation about that and see about when that might increase. So I'll keep you posted if I hear anything. If you don't know what a cold storage wallet is, it's a secure tool to allow you to store your crypto assets offline. So it's not sitting in some non-custodial or custodial wallet that's located on some online resource. It's a way to secure your crypto in a way that you control. The Zypto Vault Key Card supports multiple assets, which means you can store your Ethereum, your Bitcoin, your PiCoin, your Solana, and many more right there on a single card. And in conjunction with the Zypto mobile app, you have secure access through biometrics and NFC tap to transfer, making it extremely user-friendly. It's not available for purchase yet. It's currently in pre-order, but you can go check it out. And I think this is great news. Somebody was asking me about this recently, and in less than a week, the answer has gone from no, there are no cold storage options for Pi, to yeah. And the Zypto Vault Key Card is it. In other news, PiDaoSwap put out a message today saying that they have decided against listing NFTs on the Binance blockchain. Instead, they will stick to their commitment to the Pi mainnet, since the app was conceived and built for the Pi mainnet. So this is good news. I know they were frustrated at the pace at which their KYB application was being processed. I get it. I'd be frustrated too. If you've built something that's good and you want it out there, maybe stating that you're going to use it somewhere else was meant to light a fire under the Pi core team. I'm not sure if that works or not, but I will say that the recent news about Chainlink may have greased the wheels a little bit to allow PiDaoSwap to enter the mainstream. I don't know where they are yet on their KYB, but it's good to see this commitment from them. Just a reminder that I now have an FAQ, which provides the best answers available for some of the most common questions that get asked both here on my comments as well as in the Pi Network mobile app chat rooms. So be sure to check that out. If you post a question in my comments that falls under the category of frequently asked, I'm going to direct you to the FAQ. The FAQ is a live document and it's updated regularly, so definitely check it out. Looking at the metrics today, the circulating supply is 6.86 million. And as I pointed out, migrations have resumed with 2.17 million migrated and 2 million unlocked and ready to be traded on the open markets. Looking at the price action, the PiCoin is currently trading at 73 cents, with a market cap of 5.06 billion, which is down 1.18% over the last 24 hours, and a market volume of $216.6 million, which is down 39% from this time in the last 24 hours as well. Yesterday it was also down, so there's a significant drop in volume. So as I often say, be careful. There are a lot of people speculating that this pump is just setting people up for a drop, so just keep an eye on things. I'm not going to give you advice about what to do. Low volume is the devil's plaything, so to speak, because that's when exchanges like to play games. And speaking of games, I don't know if you've been watching the news. The Mantra coin with the OM symbol dropped 93% in its value in a very short time. It was trading at about $6 per coin and precipitously fell to about 67 cents the last time I checked. A lot of people were claiming that this was a rug pull by the founders, and the founders quickly got on social media to say it wasn't them and provided details on their wallets showing that their tokens had not been moved at all. And then CZ had gone on to say that their initial analysis showed that this was the result of cross-exchange liquidations. If you're wondering why the Pi Core team is taking its time to move things on to a wider range of exchanges, this is the cautionary tale that tells you why they need to be very careful. A lot of people lost a lot of money on the Mantra collapse, and we don't want to see that to Pi. Now, I got this just in, and I wanted to show this with you. I mean, this is literally, I just happened to see this as I was reporting. This is on Crypto Times. Pi coin eyes $2.50 after Pi Network integrates with Chainlink. Pi Network's native token, PiCoin, is attracting serious attention following its recent inclusion in Chainlink, a prominent decentralized Oracle network. Since the integration, Pi has grown by 30 to 35%, indicating increasing investor faith in real-world usefulness of the project. Through this partnership, Pi gains the ability to securely access external data, paving the way for more sophisticated use cases and wider adoption. Currently, Pi is trading at 74 cents with a market cap of 5.09 billion and a 24-hour trading volume of 224 million, up 36.32%. I don't know what their basis is for that, but they're obviously on a different 24-hour cycle, which is fine. It's all the same numbers, though. Chainlink added Pi Network to 22 new data feeds supporting live Pi token pricing. This means that dApps can obtain up-to-date information and utilize Pi Network in smart contracts and blockchain gaming. The development was confirmed on Pi Network's X account over the weekend. As per Coin Codex, Pi also anticipated to hit $2.49, which is 228% growth from its current price in the next month. The site also predicts a 220% growth in its rate, indicating bullish demand driven by Chainlink's success and growing popularity. Overall, Pi Network is making a strong comeback with more real-world integrations being developed. Many investors are watching its next move. Looking at the user comments, this user says, "You're the first person to make me keep believing in Pi always. This good news to my hearing, Pi to the moon." Thank you. I really appreciate that. And that's really what I'm trying to do. When the Pi first hit the markets, there was a lot of false information, a lot of negativity. That's somewhat died down now. Now, I'm not claiming I'm the reason for that, not by a long shot. I think the fact that Pi has managed to stick around and survive this long is quieting some of the naysayers, or they're just getting tired of picking on Pi and have moved on to something else. But in any case, It's really great to hear that your faith in Pi continues, as does mine. Thanks for the comment. This user says, I remember Kokalis said Pi is not cheap. And that may be true. I don't recall him saying that, but it wouldn't surprise me if he did. And I'm all about the positive news. But I will tell you what they did say, and this is straight off of their support page. Read the facts. Disclaimer, Pi is not free money. It is a long-term project whose success depends on the collective contributions of its members. Pi is dedicated to helping everyday people participate in a utilities-based ecosystem on blockchain fueled by a cryptocurrency without the need for traditional intermediaries. If you are looking for quick money, look elsewhere. This is directly from the Pi core team's mouth. There's a lot of people out there bitching and moaning about the fact that they're not rich and they can't cash in or whatever. That's not the goal of Pi core team, and I've said that many times. Will it be worth real money? Well, it's worth real money now. Will it be worth a lot of real money? Perhaps. But that's not what the Pi coin exists for. The Pi coin exists to be used as money. And we're not there yet, but we will be. Thanks for the comment. This user says, your insights made me more interested in learning crypto, sir. Thank you so much. Hoping and praying for your success. Well, I do appreciate that. I don't know how quite to measure my success. I am successful in my career. I am successful in my family. And so far, I've been successful in what I'm communicating here on my YouTube channel. As you know, my channel is just Dave Roscoe. It's not Dave Roscoe's crypto trading or anything like that, because I'm not a trader. My interest in crypto is something of a legacy because I was into day trading for a while. Then I got out of that and found the Pi network through a referral, like most of us did. And I've been following that project ever since. The one thing I will say is that with such a simple premise behind the Pi network, it doesn't force anybody to learn about crypto. And that's great in the short term. But now that the Pi network is an open mainnet and you're dealing with the outside world, you're being exposed to a lot of crypto related themes and terms and actions. The lack of crypto knowledge is a potential hazard for people. My goal in doing what I do is to help people navigate that. So I'm really appreciative of your comment, and I'm glad that you're finding this useful. Well, that's all I've got for today. It's been quite a day for news. I'm surprised. We had that late breaking story, but I already had a bunch of things queued up to talk about, and I like it. The news is picking up, and a lot of it is good. So don't panic. Stay the course. And remember, the success of the Pi network begins with you. Pi to the moon. Peace.